Okie dokie, hi everybody, it's Bonkai 922. Yeah, last night I was pissed off. Sports? Fuck. Anyway, Jojo. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, episode, I believe this was 10? 11. Part 2 of the Hangman and the Emperor. A little different, I'm noticing, from the OVA. Now, I believe things are different. Something different happens. I might be... But in this episode, pretty much, it's the showdown with Kakyoin and polnareff going up against Hangman, Centerfold, guy with the two right hands. And I gotta say, this was fucking epic. I like this fight. This was pretty interesting how they did this. We finally find out in this episode what it entails with Hangman, Centerfold's stand. And pretty much what it is that it's not the mirror. It's light. Reflective light. And that's how he's able to go from one reflective surface to another. Like he was in a mirror, he's in a window. He's even in people's eyes. Yeah. So like he could be my glasses. You know, all that jazz. So pretty much that's what happens. He ends up fighting him. They end up fighting him, and like it was funny when polnareff was trying to fight him. He was breaking the windows and shit. He was getting stabbed and shit. And Kakyoin's got to save him. He begins the car and everything. And as apologetic, Kakyoin just hits fucking polnareff in the face for what he did. For having to, so on and so forth. But basically, they end up going in this ditch because they're getting chased by Hangman, Centerfold's stand, and yeah, that's basically what it does. He does, Hangman. He goes into a kid's eye. So, and we have he was kind of funny. They both did this. I think I remember this from the OVA, where he tells Kakyoin, polnareff, the way to take revenge is this, and he says his name and so on and so forth, and he's able to hit him because he puts dust in the kid's eye, and he's like, ah, and he closes his eye, and he jumps from the kid's eye to polnareff's eye, and then polnareff just cuts him with Silver Chariot, and they go find him where he is. Centerfold, they get fooled that it's him, this guy, but he was just a homeless guy, and he's really on the other side. And then they get surrounded by these guys because Centerfold was trying to lure these guys in to surround them. He said they have money, and they're getting slashed here and there, and that's when Kakyoin says the word, and he takes out a coin, and flips it, and everyone's looking at the coin. And that gives polnareff the chance to slice fucking Hangman in the fucking head. I'm like, yeah! And he's like, he's running away like an idiot with his two right hands. I'm like, fuck you. He's at the gate and he's like, I was fucking hyped for that shit. Polnareff and so much like, put him in a pin cushion. I'm like, yeah, take this. So pretty much, kind of different though from the OVA, because if I remember, now this is a review, so I can say this. No one's getting spoiled here, because in the OVA, if I'm correct on this, Centerfold, he gets thrown up in the air, and he hits one of the, gates. You know how you have the gates? Because it's a fence, and those, it goes through that. But in this episode, that doesn't happen. He doesn't go through like that. He just lands head first on the ground, not in the spike. I thought that was very weirdly done. And they go back to town after they take care of him. And, Polnareff's like, I got my revenge. And so on and so forth. And they go back and they encounter Emperor. And, Whole Horse. And the thing about Whole Horse was, like, he was saying to himself when he was facing off with them, like, he's always good with a partner. And he doesn't have anyone now, so it's like he's fucked. And he's trying to run away, and all of a sudden, punched in the face by Jotaro. And then he gets on the ground. And they almost get him, but he escapes because of this woman, which apparently that's going to have implications later on in the next episode. And he leaves. That's pretty much what happened. And then, but before they leave, they help the girl with her arm and shit because she got hurt because it was her. She was holding down Polnareff as this thing is skipping. Anyway, she's holding him down, and because she got hurt and she fixed her arm, but a part of her blood splattered on Joseph's arm. And he's like, it opens, it's like, and that's where the episode ends. So, but overall, I like this episode. Gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. I really like this one. This one was fucking awesome, epic, really epic, I thought. And yeah, that's pretty much the story there. I don't know the stories of Avdol because I do remember in the OVA. I do remember a few things happening, but this is a different story. This is not the OVA. This is going about a different way. So I don't know what the story with Avdol is, if he's alive or dead. But I do recall that in the OVA something else happens to him that's different from this. But still, good episode. Like how they did it. Like I said, episode 11. Hangman. He was hanged. Oh, fucking Centerfold was a hangman indeed. Justice for Polnareff and his sister. So yeah, pretty awesome episode. And by the way, next week I don't know what this one. The next week's called The Empress, and it involves that little girl that had the bloods. But yeah, she's like the next one. She's the next stand user. So that's gonna be interesting though, because I think it's like a virus or a parasite on Joseph's arm. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. Overall, like I said, awesome. I like the whole thing with kakyoin and polnareff. I like them teaming up. That was a good team up by those two. I thought that was very well done in this episode. So yeah, pretty awesome shit. Nothing else to add. Like I said, I think oh, by the way, this is the last week for Data Live. I should have mentioned that. And there was no Kenichi this week. So what I'm gonna do is I just did this. I'm gonna end it here. And I'm gonna do Fairy Tail chapter review. And the rest is just gonna be Data Live, Captain Earth, and Dragon Arm for later tonight. I think I'll do it that way. So yeah, that's the story there. I'm Bonkai922. See you guys later. Polnareff got his revenge. Hang that hangman. He got hanged. Hanged pretty high. Pretty high. I'll see you guys later.